Asians wanted to come to Canada to immigrate and improve their well-being in a new nation, a new world. The secret society members of Asia came with nothing except the knowledge of the craft. They knew that they would be permitted to immigrate to Canada, to immigrate to North America, in exchange for the sacrifice of their children to test the truths. Or their other option was to subject themselves entirely to the truths of the Trinity, convert to the Trinity's religion, and submit to the Grand Masters of North America, and submit to the washing the genes of Asians in the manner and method dictated. Thus the Asians, which includes the leading Mongoloid Asians, or the lesser Indian Asians, to deal in which many of their children would be sacrificed for the benefit of the Asian Mongoloid and Asian Indian cultures if the truths of their children supported the truths of the Asians. The Asians and their foreign partners hoped to expand their cultures into the New World by testing the truths. They deceived most everyone in the process of 40 plus years. As the 40 years clicked away, China and India and the Asian continent grew as the tortured children of the Asians supported and embraced Asian culture, Asian movies, Asian women, Asian ideas, and Asian religions, even though they were in a land controlled by the Trinity, which is mostly the land of the white man, the European man. The Asian populations of the city of Vancouver and other major Canadian cities prospered during these 40 years. The Asians and the Indians of Asia deceived everyone in convincement that the tortured children supported them, and therefore they should be permitted to continue to grow their cultures. In return, the Trinity rewarded Canada. The Trinity rewarded Canada. The Asians bribed the Canadian leaders and permitted the lie to continue, so they, the Asians and the Asian Indians, could receive more, and thus Canadians in general were rewarded as the nation prospered for 40 years. The craft is mirrored in the rest of the world. This is the work of the secret societies such as Illuminati and the Freemasons. As I mentioned in my earlier videos, the secret societies mirror the craft at higher levels across nations, races, cultures, and thus allowing them to orchestrate the truths of lower levels to international levels. I've kept my explanation as simple as possible. The truth is much more complicated. We are witnessing 40 years of the torture of Canadian children for the sake and benefit of testing the Trinity's truths, for the benefit of certain cultures, so immigrants can obtain Canadian citizenship and still retain their cultures and still benefit their nations back home. Previous generations had orchestrations also, as this craft is never ending, and new generations are being prepared to torture their children, as there are so many willing slaves ready to receive the benefits of slavery. But how did China, India, and Asia accomplish this task? They deceived the children. I repeat, they deceived the children. They forced the tortured children, their children, to accept Asian religions, to accept Asian cultures, to acknowledge that the Asian way of life is great, correct, and superior to the Trinity. The Asians and the Asian Indians cheated. They cheated and bribed the Canadian nation. So who is guilty? Everyone is guilty. The children were tortured unnecessarily so everyone could receive the benefits of slavery that were offered by the Trinity. Of course, someone has been watching all of this for the last 40 years. Someone's watching the evil of it all. When I point to the evil in everyone, do note that a newborn baby is not born evil. It is the craft that makes and turns the baby into the evil slave masters of this world. Truth is that although many of the Trinity's truths were shown to be correct or extreme, the truth is that although many of the Trinity's truths were shown to be incorrect or extreme, the bulk of the Trinity's truths have been shown to be correct. And this is why the Trinity continues to lead and enslave the world. The Asians deceive the masters above them and therefore obtain through deception and lies the benefits of slavery over the last 40 years. Meanwhile, they use the opportunity to put its people into powerful positions in the Canadian government, Canadian commerce, to continue the deception. while they deceived and put a muzzle on most of the tortured children. However, all is known, all is observed, the truth shall be heard. And therefore many are surprised that I have survived to speak, survived to provide evidence to the satanic rituals, the satanic evils committed by all. I have survived to show that the truth that I speak is the real truth. I'm here to speak about Asians and about the Trinity, as I have survived to speak and to say that the Asians have deceived the world, twisted and hid the truth for the benefit of slavery. And therefore, now they must give it all back. All that has been given to them in the last 40 years. They are slaves and they have not seen the truth, nor did they speak the truth, and they deceived their masters so they could receive the benefits of slavery. 40 years of the growth of Asia and of Asians around the world with their lesser partners, being all of the world to various degrees, were bribed and fooled. Slaves assisted each other and spread and believed their lies. It is time now for Asians and all those that assisted them, which is everyone, except a very small few, to return that which they received through deceit, through the execution of craft, and to pay for sins that they committed for 40 plus years. All of the wealth, all the matter of this world is to be brought back to its rightful place. As I speak now, another group of children are being born into this world with agreements in place with secret society members to select the ones that will be tortured. Will this group be from Eastern Europe, from Africa, from Latin America? Tell me where the need is the greatest for the benefits of slavery. Who will offer their children so their nation, their way of life can be rewarded? Who, I ask, is next? This is your world and you are all evil, as the Trinity warns. But I ask, is the Trinity not contributing to your evil ways? Were you not innocent, newborn babies? The Trinity deceives. The Trinity has Satan as its master. Therefore the Trinity is evil. A vicious circle is weaved with no way out, I ask. The slaves, the master and Trinity are caught in a never-ending circle of evil. So you may ask, what is the real Trinity? Is there a real Trinity? Yes, there is a Trinity. There's only one Trinity, and that is the Trinity of the one Trinity. The one Trinity governs all of the triangle, all of the pyramid, all of the world, and all of the universe. And that was taken by deceit and corruption, evil. And all that was taken by deceit, corruption, and evil will now be brought back to the one. I repeat, all that was taken by deceit and corruption and evil must be brought back to the one. And unlike the Trinity triangle of the secret societies, which is a triangle controlled by Satan, one Trinity is a proper triangle, with the top of the pyramid being represented by the one, with the base corners of the one Trinity triangle consisting of dark and ordinary energy. Energy is what creates all that you see around you. There are two forms of energy matter. Dark matter, which includes dark energy, and then ordinary matter, which includes ordinary energy. This can be simplified into each corner being labeled night and day, to reference Satan and Sun respectively. Hence the one rules over Satan and the Sun. Since we live in a universe with many dimensions, a triangle should be formed into a pyramid with a third base corner being the Satan and the Sun together, and the lines of the pyramid being time and space. And together this is the reality that we know. This is the universe as we know it. There are triangles, pyramids within the main pyramid, and they are the groups, they are the races, they are the various